Begrüßen Sie aus Oakland, Kalifornien, Andre S.O.G. Ward. Begrüßen Sie aus Little Rock, Arkansas in den Vereinigten Staaten, Jermaine Bad Intentions Taylor. Der Mitglied im Team Sauerland, begrüßen Sie den WDA-Champion im Super Middleweight, The Viking Warrior Mikkel Kester. Der nächste Superstar, der nächste Weltmeister. Ungeschlagen in 25 im Super Middleweight. Begrüßen Sie aus Nottingham, England, Carl, the Cobra Frosch. Der nächste Kämpfer ist eine der ganz großen Hoffnungen im Boxsport in den USA. Seine Rankings WBO 1, WBC 2, IDF 4. 2004 in Athen gewann er die olympische Bronzemedaille. In 4 Jahren als Profi bestritt er 18 Kämpfe, 18 Siege, 13 Knockouts. Aus Flint in Michigan, USA, The Matrix, Andre Durrell. Wenn ich Ihnen die Kampfbilanz des nächsten Restboxers sage, dann müssen Sie natürlich, es kann nur einer sein. 30 Kämpfe, 30 Siege, 24 Knockouts. Er ist der ABF-Champion im Mittelgewicht, 10 erfolgreiche Titelverteidigungen hat er bestritten und hat keine Gegner mehr, weder Sturm noch Pavlik wurden gegen ihn boxen. Deswegen steigt er auf ins Supermittelgewicht, um hier der Super-Champion zu werden. Begrüßen Sie aus Berlin, King Arthur Allah. Die Super 6 World Boxing Classic.
Aber geht doch in die Mitte. Können wir nochmal zurück? Machen wir jetzt Porträt? Zurück. Okay, zurück. So ist gut. Nee, nicht so schlecht. Moritz, komm mal ein Stück zurück noch.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out. Welcome to the first edition of the Super 6 World Boxing Classic, Super Middleweights. To answer the question, how we came about this, first I have to tell you that, when you look at the Super Middleweight division and you look at the depth of talent, it's pretty apparent that this group is unique, that the weight class is unique, and that there are very few weight classes out there in boxing that have 6 plus fighters of this caliber. I wanted to get as many of these matchups made as possible, and when I looked at them individually, a la carte, it seemed like it was impossible, too expensive, too drawn out, so started to play with the idea of maybe a tournament of some structure. Went to Cali and Chris Meyer and a couple of the promoters in the U.S. started discussing the idea, and lo and behold, everybody loved it, thought it was probably a bit too far-fetched to be a reality, but we should give it a whirl, so we did. And we're here today, and it happened. Let me just thank, number one, the 6 fighters, because if it were not for them, this never would have happened. Each one has their own professional reasons for joining this tournament, but they also have a lot to lose. They're 4 undefeated fighters and 2 current world champions, a few former world champions, and some young kids that are out to prove that they belong in this class. So it's a great mix. There's Europe versus the US. There are young versus the veterans, so it's a nice dynamic. I also need to thank each of the promoters. You know, Gary Scholl, start with him since I left him out unintentionally the last time. And on behalf of Andre Durrell, Dan Goossen, Nick Hennessy, Lou DeBella, today, Wilfred McKelly, Sarah and Chris Meyer, you know, all embrace this idea. This is difficult in boxing to get 2 promoters to agree, let alone 5. They embraced it, they've promoted it, they've supported it, and they've worked through all the major issues that need to be worked through to make this happen. I couldn't be prouder to be standing here today with all of them, all of these great fighters, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Well, the first thing I want to do, I know that by the time all promoters get up here, all the fighters, we're going to all say the same accolades. The part about Ken Hershman, Showtime, the promoters working together. I mean, it's the fighters all willing to take these type of risky fights. But I really think that one of the things that make it special for me as a promoter is to be sitting here in front of the media who for many years have covered this great sport of ours, but never really had an opportunity to cover it in such a way where you had a Super 6 of the best fighters in a certain division that are getting ready to square off and prove inside that ring who is the best fighter in that division. We're very proud of him. 204, he represented the United States of America under all odds of probably not being one of the favorites to come back home to America with the gold. It's been a hard road for Americans in the last few Olympics to bring home gold prior to Andre winning it. The last one was in 1996. And one of the great traditions we have, history, in America is our gold medalists. And they've always parlayed that gold medal, that ability to beat everyone in this world on the biggest stage, sports stage in the world. They've utilized that gold medal to catapult themselves to the great heights of being the superstars in the professional ranks. There's not a better role model out there, although that I don't necessarily think that he ever undertook that road to be a role model. He's an outstanding young man outside that ring, one that will certainly represent our sport with the reputation that we'd all like to have any of our athletes representing our respective sports and leagues. He's undefeated. Some people say, fighting Miguel Kessler, he's fighting the toughest one on paper. Some say that he's not experienced enough, but we're big believers that he's fought on the biggest stage. He's won on the biggest stage. And inexperience is bad unless if you're good. And Andre Ward is good. I want to bring him up. The #1 WBC and WBO super middleweight in the world today, Andre SOG Ward, our Olympic gold medalist in 204.